The Boy Who Painted the Wind. Leo lived in a little gray house on a very gray street. Unlike the other children who kicked footballs or played hopscotch, Leo had one great love: he painted the wind. No one else could see the wind, of course, but Leo could feel its every mood. He saw it not as empty air, but as a shimmering, invisible fox with 1,000 silken tails. On blustery days, the fox would be bright, frantic silver. Leo would rush to his attic room with the round window and dash the frantic silver onto his paper with wide, wild strokes of his brush. He called that painting the galloping gale. On gentle days, the fox would be a soft, sleepy gold. Leo would paint it as a lone girl weaving through the stems of daisies, a painting he named the Whispering Breeze. But one morning, something was wrong. Leo woke up and felt nothing. No push, no pull, no whisper against his cheek. The world was utterly, terribly still. The shimmering fox was gone. The days dragged on, silent and stagnant. Flowers drooped. Kites sat in closets, useless and sad. Leo's parents' worries hung in the air, as heavy and motionless as everything else. His mother sighed a lot. His father's laugh, which usually rumbled like distant thunder, was quiet. Leo tried to paint, but his brush just made gray smudges on the paper. Without the wind, his colors had no life. One afternoon, feeling hopeless, he took a blank canvas and a single pot of the deepest, darkest blue paint, the color of the sky just before the first star appears. He didn't know what to paint, so he just began to paint how he felt. A large, lonely, still blue circle right in the middle of the white space. As he finished, a single, fat tear rolled down his nose and plopped right onto the center of the blue circle. Here. And then, the most miraculous thing happened. The tear, a droplet of pure, salty water, began to react with the dark blue paint. It began to push the pigment outward, ever so slightly, creating the tiniest of ripples and peaks in the color. It was moving. It was alive. Leo stared, his breath catching. He dipped his finger in water and touched it to the canvas beside the tear. Another tiny peak formed. He did it again, and again, a frantic dance of droplets until the dark blue circle was no longer still. It was a swirling, textured, beautiful mess. He wasn't painting the wind he felt. He was painting the wind he remembered. He was painting the hope for its return. He grabbed all his paints. He mixed furious reds and oranges for the stormy days, gentle pinks and yellows for the soft dawn gusts. He painted not with brushes, but with splashes, with jerks, with his hands, with his breath blowing red paint across the paper. He painted the memory of the wind until his attic room was a typhoon of color and paper. He was so busy capturing the rush and the roar in his mind that he didn't notice it at first. A gentle puff of air fluttered the edge of a painting. Then, a stronger gust whipped through the round window, sending a sheet of painted green leaves dancing around the room. Leo looked up, paint smudged and light-eyed. The shimmering fox was back. It curled around his legs, its 1,000 tails weaving through his paint pots, nipping playfully at the flying papers. It was bright, gray and silver, and it was laughing a soundless, joyful laugh. Leo laughed too, a real, proper laugh that joined the wind's silent one. He ran downstairs and outside, where the world was waking up. Washing on lines flapped like flags, trees were rustling their leaves in a standing ovation, and his father was laughing his thunderous laugh in the garden. From that day on, Leo still painted the wind he felt. But sometimes, on perfectly calm days, he would bring a cup of water and a pot of dark blue paint up to the attic. He'd paint a single, still circle, touch a drop of water to its center, and watch the miracle begin again, reminding himself that even when you can't feel it, the wind is always, always there, waiting to be remembered. The end.